That's right, it's not the gold hitch, but it's a gold winch. Our test of off-road ability of full-size trucks. And today, we're gonna find out which of these trucks is the best one off-road. And how are we gonna do that, Nathan?
By using science.
Science? What are we doing, Andre?
Well, how about we test visibility?
Yep.
Maneuverability?
Yep.
But also the approach and departure angles.
That sounds like all good stuff when you're off-roading, but how do we do that, dude?
Let me show you.
Today I am driving the brand new 2019 Ram Rebel, and I wager it's much more off-road worthy than that yellow Bumblebee over there.
It's a sexy banana. And it's a 2018, but it's basically the same as the 2019 Nissan Titan Pro 4X.
And I've got, well, the all-new 2019 GMC Sierra Ep.4, the brand new off-road package, and I wager this truck will crush those.
Gentlemen, I've brought bright orange cones.
Cones?
Yes, they go right here. Okay?
Is this the dunce?
No, they don't go there. What we'll do is we'll put one cone down where we start the turn.
Yeah.
And then as soon as the truck makes a turn, we'll put the other cone down, and then we'll see how tight of a turn it can make, because everybody knows off-road, the tighter the turn, the better the maneuverability.
Yes.
Yeah? And then we can measure between the cones to see what the turning radius is.
Okay.
So, boys, who goes first?
You go.
Yeah, you go.
Why?
Go ahead.
Why am I going first?
Because you have the smallest
Because
truck.
I know the data, and I think your truck will make the tightest turn.
Oh, I see. So you want like each truck to go a little farther out?
Yeah.
Well, let's find out. Only
Okay.
one way to do it, and that is with science.
In the name of science, I'm gonna place this cone right here. And this is where every truck will start their turning diameter radius test.
Hey, what are you gonna do with those cones?
Start your engines! This is pretty good, right?
No, we're gonna mark where your truck is.
And when does the laser come in?
You will see. You will see that.
There's got to be a laser somewhere in this.
This is a freaking laser!
Yeah,
He's
get
gonna
the
use it.
laser. Yeah, he's got that laser.
Grab and hold the cones. Don't let me disrupt you. And stop.
Well, you've done a wonderful job, Roman.
Okay.
And I'm gonna mark your place right here.
You know, I just figured out something, boys.
What's up?
And this is very scientific.
What?
We've got 3 trucks and only 3 cones. We really need 4 cones.
Don't worry about this. That comes later.
Where does the laser come in?
You can use my shoe for one of the cones.
It's okay. We'll be fine.
All right, what truck is next?
It's gonna be the Nissan.
All right, I'll move mine, and you
line up.
You see, the problem is you think 3 trucks, 3 cones, but we need 1 cone to mark where the truck starts, which means we need 3 cones to mark where the 3 different trucks end. Of course he's going to do it, burnout. That's Nathan. All right, keep in mind, you want to turn driver. Okay, driver. Yeah, driver.
Driver.
That way, yeah. Yeah, not passenger. In other words,
If we were in Britain, it would be the other way.
it would be, but you'd be sitting over there.
I would be, so driver.
So do you think they have like tighter turning circles in Britain?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
They eat a lot of beans.
All right, go for it.
Uh-oh! This isn't good!
Wow.
What am I gonna do?
Hold on. Keep coming. You're not sure yet. Keep coming. Keep coming. It's not bad. Stop. I'd say it's identical, Andre.
Turn your wheel straight.
That's about as close.
That's really freaking close.
Yeah. Look what I've got. I've got God's very own cone. It's a natural cone. See? Right there. Look at that. Look at that. And then there was 1 truck left.
In the name of science, Roman,
Yeah.
I'm at a slight disadvantage here because I have a longest wheelbase.
Yeah.
Did you realize that?
Well, longer is better.
Well, not in this case because
Longer is always better.
The smaller the truck, actually, the tighter trail it can go on.
Hey Nathan, isn't longer always better?
No wider.
Oh, wider's always better. What?
Yeah.
All right, Andre.
How do you say left and right?
How do you say left? La leva.
Okay, ready?
La prava.
La leva soca.
What's it?
Stop. La leva. Oh, hang on.
Did I make it?
They're all within.
Yeah, but
Within the nose hair of each other. But this is Nissan, this is Ram, and this is the GMC.
it seems about right. I win, and you lose.
So you have the shortest wheelbase.
Shorter wheelbase, tighter turning circle. That makes
Yeah,
sense.
right there. But not by much.
Yeah.
You know, if you were like on Webster Pass, this could be the difference between life
and death.
It could be, actually. I'm not joking.
So I live, you die, I get the Hummer, you die, Challenger.
Hellcat.
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, Nathan, what are the numbers with the laser?
All right, so the GMC turning radius, 48 feet 11 inches. The Ram, 48 feet 1 inch. And the Nissan, 47 feet 3 inches, which by my calculations makes the Nissan the winner.
You're
Of
right.
that particular test.
Yeah. All right, Andre, so what's next?
It's the visibility test.
And how are we doing that?
Well, we're gonna place two cones pretty far apart, and then the truck drives toward them in the middle. And as soon as the driver can no longer see the cones, you stop, and then we measure the distance.
But we're all different heights, so we need the same driver.
Right, we need to pick a person.
Yeah, last time you did the RTI ramp, right?
Right.
So what?
I volunteer Nathan.
Yeah, I volunteer you too.
Oh,
All right?
all right.
All right.
Oh.
All right, so basically 2 cones. Nathan drives at the cones. When he can't see them, he stops.
Okay.
And then I get out my laser.
Now we have
Now he gets the freaking laser.
Now I'm gonna go at 8 feet. I think 8 feet. Anything wider than that, the trail would be about 8 feet. So let's go with 8 feet. Or in other words, the width of a dually.
As soon as Nathan loses sight of both of the cones, he'll stop. I'll place the cone by the truck, and then we'll measure the distance.
All right, here we go. Excitement is building.
Here he comes.
Here I go for all the marbles. Okay, one's disappeared. And now.
Okay. Now we measure, Andre. Pretty much 176, Andre, right to the middle of the cone.
All right, let's do the Ram next.
So to make it interesting, we kept the cone where the GMC basically stopped, and if he runs it over, then we will know that he's got better sight lines with the Ram than the GMC. If he stops before it, we'll immediately know that he's got better sight lines with the GMC than the Ram. So let's find out.
All right, here we go. It's a much lower hood.
Oh, all the tension. Look at that.
And now.
You're a cone killer.
That's what I do. I live on the edge.
140. 140.
I see a lot more in
Is
this.
the seat adjusted all?
The seat is all the way down to the ground.
Nice.
Yeah, and the hood's really low in this.
I'll let you climb under there.
$141. Ram takes this one, boys. We did the turning circle. Who won that, Andre?
That was the Nissan.
By how much?
By a nose hair.
Okay, and second was the Ram, followed by the GMC.
Right.
And how about the sight lines?
The sight lines, the Ram actually took it by 1 inch.
And then followed by the Nissan, followed by the GMC.
Right. We know the approach and departure angles that manufacturers list for their trucks, but those are measured under perfect conditions in a laboratory. What about the real world? Before we begin, let's look at the numbers. The GMC lists the Ep.4 at 28.7 degrees of approach with the air dam removed and 27.2 degrees of departure. The Titan is listed at 22.8 degrees of approach and 23 degrees even of departure. The Ram Rebel finally is listed at 23.1 degrees of approach and 27.3 degrees of departure. So on paper, if the front chin spoiler was removed on the GMC, that has the best approach and the Ram Rebel has the best departure angle. Let's see what happens in the real world. We used a relatively primitive method of measuring the angles, and we used 2 pieces of plywood. The bottom piece was placed horizontally on the ground, and we used the 4x8 foot piece of plywood to determine the angle and measure it. The 3 trucks we tested touched the skid plates in the front and the hitch in the back. All 3 trucks have the towing package, and the rear hitch is indeed the lowest spot in the rear. The Ram Rebel came out on top in the end. The GMC was a close second, as it did not have a front chin spoiler removed. It was still there. And the Nissan was third. At the end of the day, the Ram Rebel came out on top in 2 out of the 3 tests we did. It had the best forward visibility, and the way we measured it, it had the best approach and departure angle. Guys, I'm really happy we did it because the Gold Winch competition is all about real world data.
Yeah, and so far we've actually done 4 of these videos, right? We've done the regular drag race, the world's slowest drag race, the RTI, ramp test, and now this video. And you can actually watch those by clicking below. We'll do links to all of them. And the question, Nathan, is, are we doing the right thing?
Yeah, and that goes to you guys. Now look, we love suggestions, especially from you guys, especially when they're colorful. And is there something we missed? Is there something that you think we should add? Do you like this? Do you dislike it? Let us know in the comments below.
Oh, dude, you opened up a can of worms. I would have said thoughtful, not colorful, but
go for
No,
it.
thoughtful and considerable.
Considerable?
Considerable?
let's just go with thoughtful. Anyway, as always, this is Roman
Nathan.
And Andre.
saying thanks for watching. Remember, check out tfltruck.com for more news, views, and of course, real-world scientific reviews. See you guys next time.
Considerably larger reviews. Considerable reviews.
Gold Winch reviews.
Gold Winch reviews. See you guys-
Considerable gold winch reviews.
All right, see you guys next
I
time.
love your
Ciao.
English. So while they're measuring this, the parking sensor's on, and so my butt's getting a free massage. Yeah, there it goes again. It's tingly.